concept of love, when we talk about it, do we see it? We can't see it. We have to experience it. And God, also if you ask with our naked eyes, as we are, we can't see God. God is somebody to be experienced. So love is to be experienced, so is eternal love, something that we need to experience. Now why do we say that love is God? Now God is love. Why? Love is God and God is love. God in Tamil will say, Perarulalan, Perunkarunayalan. Now why do we describe him as such? Because he gives us the Tamil, that is our body, Uvanam, Karanam. You have to go, I'm not going to go into depth because these are very deep subjects. Just understand that he gives us, he creates the world for us. He gives us Tanu, Karana, Bhuvana, Bhoga. Right? Tanu is what we describe as the body, and then Karanam is, the mind, heart, and there are whole aspects there. And then we'll say Bhuvanam, which is the world, and Bhogam, our experiences, the good and the bad. So why does he do it? Because we, the light, are there. We are born by what we call Anava. That is something which is like darkness. We are totally embodied there. We have some knowledge, but our knowledge is pretty limited. So whenever we are born by this Anava, we cannot experience what we want to. So he gives us the body, the world and other aspects for us to experience and release ourselves from this bondage. So we will remove from Anava, or Anava is really brought down, and we come up, we attain God's faith. So that is why we say he is Perungarunan Peraralan, right? Perarulalan, because he releases us from this Anava kind of a darkness. So that is why we say God is love. God has given us all this. So it's for us to experience, for us to live. Now one thing we have to realize about our religion is that it tells us to give. It doesn't tell us to renounce. It is through our experiences that we give up one by one, right? We don't have to go to the forest to meditate. We don't have to abandon our family. You don't have to have long beard and all that stuff. No, live your life, right? And you will be experiencing God. Now God is universal, right, for everybody. He's there. So is love. And God has no boundaries. So is love. The love that is unconditional. The love that is beyond relationship. The love that is eternal. It is boundless. There is no boundaries for it. There is no limit for it. Now, how can we love God? First, we need to recognize that God's presence is not confined to temples. But now, when I say this, don't think that God is not in the temple. Definitely He is, right? He's, really brought upon here by a special way. God is here. But is He only in the temple? No. He is within us. He's here with me. He's in you, in every life. So God is within us, each and every individual. And not just limited to human beings. He is every life, whatever form it may be. Right? The world. You take the minute creature on earth, God is there. So that body that each and every life takes, right, is actually a temple. And God is outside us. So what we tell in Saiva Siddhantam is, God is within us, He is without us, and is everywhere. உள்ளுக்குள் உயிருக்கு உயிராய் இருக்கிறான், உடனாக இருக்கிறான், அப்பாலும் இருக்கிறான். So we need to know that He is everywhere. I think you would also have heard this phrase, அவன் தூணிலும் இருப்பான், துரும்பிலும் இருப்பான். Therefore, what should we do? We should care for oneself, that is ourselves, care for every other life, and care for the world at large. Now, how does care for oneself amount to loving God? It is because as I had mentioned earlier or indicated earlier, our body is His temple. He is within us.